To the Seahawks, another team that might be taking a quarterback early. They have the number 9 pick, and Pete going cornerback again, Derek Stingley Jr.
Yeah, and this goes against their beliefs because they haven't drafted a corner in a long time.
He's never done it
in the first
in
round.
Seattle.
Yeah, right. And for the first time, and it's been a way long time ago in the first round. So it goes against what they believe. But you look at their corner situation, it's awful. And I think they need to get much better on the corner because it's been a big part of their defense for a long time. Stingley is a kid who might be the first corner taken, but there's some major concerns about him. Injuries, people around the league question his attitude. By the way, I'm going to put this out there because I've heard this in recent weeks, that the Seahawks love Sam Howell and might actually consider Sam Howell in this spot. Now that would be interesting. I wouldn't do that either, but I
might be able to get Sam Howell in the second round.
I don't think so, to be honest with you.
I think the more you talk to people, the more there's a lot of different opinions or varying opinions on who those, the top quarterbacks are. I think this year is one of those classes where we could see a lot of surprises in the first round. So probably not outside the realm of possibility.
Does that surprise you? 9
It doesn't
for
surprise
Sam
me
Howell?
because I've got him a lot higher. We talked about the quarterback class this year, where I've got some guys pushed back a little further. Like I don't have Matt Corral as high at all.
I don't either.
I've got Sam Howell ahead of him.
I do too.
Desmond Ridder ahead of him. So there's again, it's the eye of the beholder. But in regards to this pick, it is interesting because you're going away from that, what you talked about, how they don't value cornerbacks in the Robert Saleh system, which really stems from Seattle. I view it differently. I actually think they have to have cornerbacks who can play on islands at times, in that cover 3 match zone, in man-to-man at times when they choose to play it. Because if they don't, none of that really works. And we've actually seen that get a little bit exposed as the Legion of Boom moved on, as when you didn't have as good of cover players on the outside. They're not holding up for the pass rush, and the pass rush isn't getting there either to force the football out. So it works hand in hand, but the reality is they do need talented players out there at the cornerback spot too in order to make that defense go. So he could be very well best player available. The only problem is the risk you take. His best football was a few years ago, and that can be concerning, I think, for any decision maker where you're going to look at yourself after the first year. If he's not coming along going, what were we thinking, going back and looking at that pick. But he's immensely talented. He could very well be the best, cornerback in this class.
Got to match up with the Super Bowl champs. And we know the Super Bowl champs like to throw the football around a little bit.
Yep. LA Rams. Let's move on to number 10.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.